Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have swatches for you from the Spring 2019 collection from Whimsical Ideas by Pam. So there are 7 throwback polishes in this collection. Pam decided to go ahead and bring back old favorites for the spring. These are available right now, so in the description box below I will link the Whimsical Instagram page, I will link their Facebook page, I will link my Instagram page where you can see more swatches of everything from this collection, and then I will leave Pam's email address. So Whimsical doesn't have a traditional site. The way that you order is you email her the polishes you want and then she sends you an invoice. And following her Facebook group page does help because she regularly updates what polishes are available. So we do have 7 shades to look at today, and let's go ahead and get started. So first we have Hatched, and this is a super light pastel yellow crelly, and it is full of green, purple, pink, and blue metallic glitter in larger and tiny little micro size. So here's our first coat of Hatched. So this is a pastel yellow. It is a little bit sheer here on this first coat. Formula is absolutely fantastic though. It's very easy to work with, and with the amount of glitter that's in here, that's really surprising to me. You do get a good amount of glitter out. I didn't have to do any kind of shaking or holding the bottle upside down. So here's our second coat, and that's completely opaque in 2 coats for me. Depending on your application, you may want to go in for a 3rd coat, but I do think 2 coats is just fine. This one is going to dry down pretty textured, so you will want 1, maybe 2 coats of a glossy top coat, and definitely a peel off base coat if you don't like the process of removing glitter. So there's 2 coats. Next up we have We Are Stardust, and this is a clear base full of a bunch of different gold, metallic, and hollow glitter, as well as neon pink micro glitter. So here on my ring finger, I'm going to build We Are Stardust up on its own in 3 coats, and then I will layer it over black on the other remaining nails. Formula on this is really good. I did have to do a little bit of fishing to get some of those larger glitters out, but the glitter distribution in general is very nice and even. You do have to work a little bit to get them spread out that way, but it's not difficult whatsoever. This one is also going to dry down pretty textured, so a glossy top coat, and removal is going to be pretty difficult if you decide to build this up or sponge it up. It's not too bad built up on its own, but it is still glitter, so bear that in mind. It's not going to be extremely easy either. So there's 1 and 3 coats. Up next we have Kiwi, and this is a light pastel kind of kiwi green crelly base, and it does have these lighter like chartreusey yellow green glitter, as well as silver glitter and tiny little blue metallic micro glitter. So here's our first coat of Kiwi, and this one's also pretty sheer here on this first coat. The formula again is very smooth and easy to apply. You don't get a ton of these larger glitters out, but I did, between the first and second coat, close my bottle up and hold it upside down just to see what the difference would be in the amount of glitters, and it is a vast difference. I had to scrub off some of my glitters onto the side of my bottle just to avoid overloading my nail with these larger glitters. So this is opaque in 2 coats for me. Looking back on this, I probably should have done a 3rd coat, but again, you will want a glossy top coat to smooth this out. It does dry a little bit textured, and a peel off base coat again if you don't like the process of removing glitter. So there is 2 coats. Next up we have Back to the Garden, and this is a clear base, and it's full of pastel green, blue, and purple glitter, and then it also has pink pastel and purple pastel flower glitter. So just like We Are Stardust on my ring finger here, I'm going to build 3 coats of this up on its own, and then I'm going to layer it over a pastel pink on my remaining nails. Formula on this is pretty good. This one you do have to definitely work to get those glitters to go where you want them. I would say not to particularly worry about the larger glitters, and to get the blue ones spread out nice and evenly on their own across the nail, and then just kind of do a little bit of glitter placement. I feel like that would have made a definitely more uniformed manicure, if that's something that is important to you anyway. So this one is also going to dry down pretty textured. It's not going to be super bad though. There's nothing in here that's too small to create like a really bad texture. But it is going to be slightly textured. And again, this is glitter. It is one of those kind of like more see-through but pastel glitters, so it's not going to be as difficult as say like a metallic glitter would be, but it is definitely still difficult. It is still removing a glitter polish, so if you don't like it, you will want to peel off base coat for this one as well. So you can see it does take a little bit of manipulating to move that glitter around. Up next we have Saturday Morning Cartoons, and this is a blue jelly base full of red, blue, and green metallic glitter. So here's our first coat of Saturday Morning Cartoons. So this one's in a jelly base, so it is going to be a little bit sheer. Formula is really good and really smooth, very easy to work with. This one also has a ton of glitter out. I didn't hold the bottle upside down or do any kind of shaking or anything like that. This is just how the polish comes, and I think that is fantastic. So here's our second coat, and that's building up in 2 coats, but this is definitely one that's going to require a 3rd coat. This one also is going to dry down not only extremely textured, but pretty dull, so you will want 1 or 2 coats of a glossy top coat. I, for glitters like this, tend to use Super Chick Lacquer's Marvel Liquid Macro Top Coat. I get asked that all the time, and I do only do 1 coat of top coat to smooth out my glitters with that top coat. So this is completely opaque in 3 coats for me, and again, this is a glitter, and it's full of metallic and micro glitter. This is going to be extremely difficult to remove. If you don't want to mess with that, I would highly recommend a peel-off base coat for this one as well. So there is 3 coats. Next up we have Peanut Butter and Jelly, and this is a kind of reddy purple jelly base. It does lean more towards the oxbloody kind of jelly, and it's full of red and gold glitter. So here's our first coat of Peanut Butter and Jelly. So this is a little bit sheer here on this first coat. It is a jelly polish. Formula on this is very good, very smooth, easy to work with. You get a good amount of glitter out without it A, being overwhelming, or B, being too little. And they also spread out nice and evenly across the nail. You don't have to do any kind of manipulation for them. So here's our second coat, and this looks pretty good on 2 coats. I stopped at 2 coats, but looking back, I should have definitely gone in for a 3rd coat. This one is going to dry down a little bit dull and a little bit textured, so you will want a glossy top coat to finish this off, and a peel-off base coat, again, if you're not into removing glitter, but this one isn't too difficult. So there is 2 coats. And lastly for today we have Nancy's Birthday, and this is a soft pastel pink full of a rainbow of different color metallic glitters. And here's our first coat of Nancy's Birthday. This covers pretty well on the first coat considering what it is. It's not completely opaque, and I definitely want more glitter than this, so I'm going to go in for a 2nd coat. Formula is really smooth and easy to work with. Again, the amount of glitter that's in here and the fact that this is such a smooth formula really blows my mind. So here's our 2nd coat, and that does cover completely in 2 coats for me. This one is also going to dry down pretty textured, so you will want a glossy top coat, maybe 2 coats to finish this off, and most definitely, again, a peel-off base coat if you aren't into removing glitter. So there is 2 coats. So I do have 2 favorites here, the first one being Hatched. I love a good pastel yellow. This has a really good formula. It's a Crelly. I love Crellys. The glitter mix in here is really beautiful. I really like Hatched. And then my wowza favorite is Peanut Butter and Jelly. So I was definitely expecting this to be more of like a grapey purple base, and I was very happy to see that it is more of a reddy tinted base. So I really like this one. The glitters that are in here remind me a lot of fall with the combination of the base color, which is my favorite season for nail polish. So I love this. So Peanut Butter and Jelly and Hatched are my 2 choices. And guys, that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this collection. Let me know if you plan on picking any of them up, and let me know what your favorite was. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.